Welcome back to the channel, guys. You need to fight at least one time in your life. You need to have a sanctioned, organized fight. As you guys can see, the belt's back behind me. I've been an amateur boxer for 14 years. So I'm not telling you you have to turn professional. You may want to, but you have to get into a fight at least one time in your life. Whether that's boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai, MMA. And the reason is, as a man, a lot of our confidence, a lot of our ego, a lot of our bravado and persona come from being successful or dominant in one field or another. There's some people who are super successful in their line of work, super dominant in their business, and those accomplishments are great and you need those things. However, it's very important to realize that the same level of respect that a businessman gets at the top of his game, so does a man who looks physically fit and can fight and has proven that he can fight and he's willing to fight. And honestly, you don't have to be the best fighter. And you don't even have to win the fight that you compete in necessarily. The fact that you had the courage and the confidence to go into the ring or the octagon and fight another man will make you so much more attractive. So much more attractive to women and so much more attractive to yourself, because you have now proven to yourself that you're willing to get into the ring and fight another man. This is going to give you untold levels of confidence in your life, because now you have the confidence to know that you can defend yourself without a weapon, because you are the weapon. And you don't have to be a career-long fighter. You don't have to engage in a bunch of competition. However, I think you should incorporate fighting into your training. And obviously, if you're following this channel, you probably already know, along with your weight training and your cardio and all of that stuff, you should be incorporating some kind of fighting. Like I mentioned, Muay Thai, MMA, Krav Maga, boxing, kickboxing. Doesn't matter to me, whichever discipline that you choose. But you should be incorporating that, because we live in a dangerous world. And the worst thing to be is a victim. And a lot of times men will, by default, be victims because they're easy targets. In private security, which is the area that I work in the military and law enforcement, they use the term be a hard target. You want whoever you're protecting, you want yourself, you want your organization, you want to be a hard target. You want your house to be a hard target so that people are not looking at you as an easy prey, as a house that could be easily broken into. So here's the example. We'll use the house as an example. If you don't have any dogs, you don't have any no trespassing signs, you don't have any beware of dog signs, you don't have any cameras out. If you don't have any of that stuff, and you're always leaving your doors unlocked, you're always leaving your back gate open, you're always leaving your garage wide open so people can just see in and see all the stuff that they want to steal from you, that's a soft target. And like it or not, criminals prey on soft targets. They look for the weakest link. If you're walking down the street and you're big and bold and strong and it looks like you can fight, and then a criminal sees somebody else and it doesn't look like they can defend themselves, maybe they're fat, out of shape, maybe they're not being situationally aware, they're not looking around, you can tell a predator from prey. Just like animals in the wild can tell, men can tell in the world. We size each other up. And we say, man, if that guy has a problem with me, I'm screwed. And then we look and say, I'm not afraid of this guy. You have to make yourself a hard target. And I believe that learning how to fight and testing yourself in competition is a great way to make yourself a hard target. So every man needs to do it. And I know I'll get some comments, oh, well, you don't always have to resort to violence. That's true, but sometimes you don't have a choice. Sometimes it will escalate to violence without you being the one who starts it. But you do have to have the ability to finish it. So keep that in mind as you're going through your journey, your self-development journey, is I highly encourage you to learn a fighting discipline, practice it, find a gym, invest in yourself. And like I mentioned in a previous video about stacking skills and becoming a better version of yourself, that's just one more skill that you can stack onto your repertoire. So hopefully you took something from this video, and I will see you in the next one.